Going live.
Oh, we're live now.
We're live now.
Okay.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
We will see. Ooh.
Yeah, a little kilter there.
Oh,
a little
kilter.
off. We're a little off.
Whoa, hold on.
Vertigo.
See if I can get across the room. Yeah. We're actually broadcasting from a boat in the middle of the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Channel
what it
your
is?
inner Captain
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow. I
Um,
don't know. I kind of like it because then I look almost straight whenever I'm jamming.
I'll do the whole show like this.
there we go. That's better.
Okay.
You want to move it that way a little bit. Close so you're in frame more than I am.
Nobody wants to see me.
Man, I need to harass you guys more on the chat when you're live and I can't be here. Because then I get to come hang out, and that's nice.
That's cool.
Okay.
All right. So we're doing something. Are we live?
We're live.
Okay, it's not showing here yet. I want to be able to share it out so people know what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
Check one,
Wow.
2.
Well, hopefully we're live
Test.
Yeah.
because that was a good little shtick.
We'll wait till we know when we can share it out, and then we'll start talking because we got a lot to go over today.
Definitely.
There we go.
Yay, we got audio.
We got audio. We are live. Share and copy.
Ooh.
Okay. You would think we're actually doing something right.
There we go.
Okay. Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Welcome to Enchantment Broadcasting's Roundtable. He's Randy Lynch. I'm BJ Ramirez, and we are joined today by Truman Provencio. Y'all know him.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, man. It has been a bit since we've seen you.
Too long. Too
Yeah.
long.
How have you been?
Been good.
Yeah.
Real good. A lot of running around, taking care of some family stuff back home, helping friends move, gigs in between, all that. So trying to organize everything so I could start recording.
Yeah.
And it always seems like been trying to record for a month now, just get the tones in.
Yeah, I want to do the same, but I just got my studio back because my daughter moved out with the granddaughter, so we were able to move Kathy's office back into the other room. So I got my room back, and then 3 days later, my kids from Missouri came down, so they took the room. And now they're gone finally. But it was a really, really great visit. They actually got to hear me play, and that was kind of cool. The look on their face was like they didn't say it, but I could see in their face they didn't realize that I was as good as I am. Because growing up, I didn't touch my guitars most of the time they growing up. And then when they heard that I was playing and stuff, they're like, yeah, whatever. I don't know if Dad can even play his guitars. I don't think they ever really heard me sing. So it was kind of fun to see their faces when they came out. I was playing
faces drop.
Yeah, I was playing at Don Felix, and I started singing, and I started singing I forgot which song, but I started singing "Hi." My daughter turned around, looking like, I didn't know Dad could do that. I silently. She looked at her brother and said, "I didn't know he could do that." I'm like, Y'all quit.
I thought this was just like a midlife crisis phase. You're like, no, this is what I do.
No. My son's like, he did say something like, "Well, you're really ramping this up now." I said, "Yeah," and he literally looked at me and goes, "Well, better than what other guys do in their 50s." And I'm like, it is not a never
It's
mind.
not a midlife crisis.
Never mind.
If that's the case, I've been going through a midlife crisis since I was 12, bro. I feel you.
Well, besides the fact, how long do they think you're going to live anyway?
I know.
Come on.
The funny thing is that they constantly, I'm looking at my son. We sat outside and we're having a cigar and a drink, and we're sitting there. I'm listening to him talk and everything. I'm like, this is the kid that when he was 15, I said, I'm going to search your room and I better find drugs. And I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden he does or says something. I'm like, there he is. Because there were times where like, Yep, he's still that kid.
That's gold, dude. That's absolute gold.
And my 8-year-old granddaughter was down, and she's still here. She's staying with my daughter in El Paso. She's getting a couple extra weeks with her with her cousin, both of her cousins, because she just everybody was just passing the baby around like crazy. My son, it was neat to see him with the baby. He was just so. I didn't know. I know he was pretty good with Chloe, but oh my God, how good he was with the kids. I saw him. I'm like, okay, he needs to be a dad, because he just was so good with all of them. And especially Nia, the baby, he was holding her, and just everybody was just falling in love with her. And so it was neat to see her get passed around, and the cousins all playing and getting together. And we got to sit and have really, catch up with the kids and what they're doing and their plans and stuff. And which is just like, we're just impressed, because they turned out to be good adults. We didn't. I looked at them when they left. I looked at my wife and said, "We did good, Mom.
That's awesome.
We did good."
Heck yeah, man.
So, and the best part about it was that I went after I played at Don Felix. I finished there at 8, so we jetted over to my son and I jetted over to Amaro for the open mic, because I wanted him to see what I do and see him and meet Dwight and Red and meet some of the people and he absolutely loved it. And when my wife, because my wife and my daughters left, and my son was helping me pack up my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I get there, my wife was there. She goes, "Yeah, we decided to come join you because my daughters went to get something and come back, and they come back in." And I'm like, okay. So when I go up to play, they got to hear me play again. And it was just like, "Dad, you just finished playing." I said, "Yeah, well," because when I walked in, my son told me, because yeah, we walked in, like 6 people asked if he was going to play. So he kind of has to.
Oh, yeah.
So it was neat to see. My daughter loved Amaro.
Mm-hmm.
She loved the place. She goes, "I would be here all the time." She
That's
thought this
awesome.
place is happening. So yeah. And of course, Dwight and Red we had a great time, got to meet everybody. And of course, there's Elka and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love
And
them.
my
I
son
love them.
just loved them. The girls, they just, everybody was there, because it's neat, because the people that are showing up now at Amaro again are the people that were there when Red and Dwight were running it before.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you were there, I don't know what happened. But Truman comes in, and Damian, and so now it's like, I don't know. It really was, I don't know. It was just that family atmosphere again, and it was a different. Wasn't bad, but it was a different feel when you were there.
That's 100% fair.
Yeah. So it's just it was a great week. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
My kids.
Well, I was glad to see you come out, because
Yeah.
you've been missing a bunch.
Yeah.
Last week, actually, we had somebody come out I haven't seen forever.
Oh,
Tim Horgan was in town.
Oh yeah.
He's still working in Virginia, but I talked to him, and yeah, as soon as he comes back, no matter what time of the year it is, we're going to have a St. Patrick's show.
There we go. There we go. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was, because he's been working.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where he told me, I said, he goes, yeah, he was retired, and they called him, they really needed him, and then they told him how much they were going to pay him, and he was like, okay.
you need to put it like that.
Yeah, I've got my own philosophy about that involves a word that I won't share on the air. But yeah, we're all for sale.
Oh yeah.
just gotta find what the price is.
I'll never forget Eddie Murphy talking about the movie Best Defense. Remember that movie?
Uh-huh.
He said he picked up a script after he had done 48 Hours in Trading Places. He picks up a script called Best Defense, and he goes, "Yeah, this movie sucked real bad, but the money they paid me, y'all would have done Best Defense too."
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of this stuff that's like, yeah, everybody talks about how bad it was. Maybe it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I just actually sat down and rewatched the 3 J.J. Abrams remakes of Star Trek.
Oh.
And decided these aren't so bad as long as you don't think about it in terms of,
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Well, we
Don't
were
think
watching.
about it too hard.
We subscribed to a video streaming called Friendly, and they play the original Star Trek series all the time. So we were watching that the other day and going,
Oh, yeah. I've been binging through that.
It's like this was only 3 years, and look what it started.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it was so good.
It's like they're Star Trek everything.
And the thing is, I'm watching just to get a little nerdy for a minute. I'm watching the original series Star Trek. I'm binging it. Meanwhile, I'm watching right now the new episodes, and there's a new one out either today or tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
I've been
I
seeing
saw
that.
that,
I've been
yeah.
seeing the advertisements. For it.
Yeah. So you've got Captain Kirk that was in charge of the Enterprise. Well, before
Right.
Captain Kirk was in charge of the Enterprise, it was Captain Pike.
Oh,
And of course,
yeah.
he was only in one episode, really, where he, played by Jeffrey Hunter, and he's basically in a wheelchair. He's scarred up. He can't
Mhm.
speak or anything, and it's basically a paper mache person in the chair through most of the thing. Really good effects
Wow.
for the time.
Yeah.
Even to this day, really, you look at it, it's really good. But they're following the adventures of Captain Pike on the Enterprise with his original number one, who was played in the series by Majel Barrett Roddenberry. Now number one is played by oh god, I just went blank on her name. The girl that played the Mystique in the first.
Blank.
I'm
I'm not gonna remember. That.
Rebecca Romaine.
Oh,
Rebecca
okay.
Romaine, and she's really good in the role.
Uh,
And then they've got a new guy, Ethan Peck, who's playing Spock.
mm,
Playing a really, really good Spock. And they actually just did an episode where they did a bunch of callbacks between the two shows, and
mm.
Nice.
That's
they're
cool.
putting together so nice. Even down to the theme song. It's got a theme song that's kind of updated and kind of neat, but it's got elements of the original series theme, including the very end. They use a damn theremin, which is awesome. I mean, a theremin is just a cool instrument.
It's a weird.
That's cool, man.
But
It's like
yeah,
we watch a lot of the CBS shows, and the one that we watched a remake of Hawaii Five-0.
Ooh.
Oh,
They did
were
really well.
glued. It was great. They actually ended it on their own. They finally got to the point where they ended it on their own.
oh yeah,
And right now, of course, there's also SWAT.
Mhm.
And they use the
With Shamar
original
Moore.
theme. Shamar Moore. They use the original theme songs, all the same names too. Hondo, Street, Luca, they're McCabe. They're using those names. And what's really cool is that you look, and I remember watching SWAT
oh
back
yeah,
in the 70s. And you look, and they wore what? Jumpsuits, a hat, and then they
Mhm.
had a belt with a 45, and then they had their M16 or AR-15.
Yeah.
No, an M16.
Yeah.
That's it. You look at them tacked up now, and it's like totally different.
yeah. But you know what? They don't have the big cool
Yeah.
black van
Oh.
anymore. They
I
got
know.
those tack vehicles.
Tack vehicles,
Um,
but that big utility van,
What-
SWAT van.
When I was little, I had the van
Oh, no way.
and the Mego
Action
action
figures.
figures.
Oh, man.
You could change out their clothes and do all sorts of stuff, and they came with all the accessories.
Yeah, they came
Oh,
with
yeah.
different guns. It's a funny thing is I remember years ago there was a bit about the fact that G.I. Joe came back.
Yeah,
They brought back the little tiny action figure. And you look at the face looks mad. Well, if I went from like this to this, I'd be mad too.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Angry.
It's like they don't make those action figures like that. I remember having the Evil Knievel.
Mhm.
That was the wind up the car that got crashed 6 times a day.
Oh yeah. You do know there's a company that's re-releasing those.
Yeah, and they are expensive.
Yeah.
But I had that thing. It was indestructible
Oh yeah.
because man, did I put it through.
Well, it was all plastic. It was all
Yeah.
heavy plastic.
It was
so,
it was a serious plastic, is what it was.
Yeah.
But it was great. Some parts were metal
Mhm.
because you had the wind up thing to get the going, and then
Military grade plastic.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. We went through a whole period. They were doing a bunch of remakes of old
Yeah.
shows, and they sucked.
Some of them
Oh,
did.
no.
Now we're seeing them to come with these shows that
Yeah.
I actually prefer them better than the originals. On the CW right now, they've just finished, I believe, they just finished season 2 of Walker, which is a remake of Walker, Texas Ranger, which was an okay show.
Which we are seeing on Friendly now all the time. It was one of my wife's favorites. So we're
Chuck
seeing that a lot
Norris.
right now.
See, I kind of got tired of the original Walker because the storyline was the same thing every week. And after a
Yeah.
while, you're like, okay, enough. This new Walker, really good. And it's Jansen Eccles.
Who?
He played one of the brothers in Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a really really good show. It's more focused on his family, which is cool. They've been doing a remake of Kung Fu with a female playing the lead role that really works really well, and the story is actually it's a continuing building story, which is cool.
God, yeah, I remember watching that. David Carradine.
Yeah, and
he's sitting here going, huh?
Dude, Bruce Lee was the one who pitched the idea for that one.
Actually, what happened was they wrote it for Bruce Lee, but he either couldn't do it, wouldn't do whatever, and then they got David Carradine because it was too good of a script.
He got the spot underneath him, man. It was stuck in.
Yeah. Hey, who cares? Because he got to play. Bruce Lee got to play Green Hornet.
I know, Kato.
Yeah.
I just saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood like 2 days ago. You guys seen that one?
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, it's hilarious, bro.
I'm trying to keep up with movies, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
There's so much to do, and
I got to make it out to see Top Gun Maverick. I was obsessed with that movie back in '86, so I definitely have to go see that. But I'm hearing a lot of people say they really liked it. You know, there's diehards that watch the movie that are only doing it out of obligation, and they actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So you know that a lot of us that saw it in '86 are going to be like real skeptical about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, all the formula's there. It's just people need to use it. You know what I mean? And more people are realizing you can make more money if you just follow the formula.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because what they did with Starsky and Hutch, I was mad. They made it a total idiot comedy, and like, no, man, they were cool. You know, they were it's like, I was so mad about that. I was not happy.
Oh yeah, no, they've been doing so much better.
Yeah,
and across the board, they've been doing better.
When we watched the second Charlie's Angels, first Charlie's Angels. Okay, we watched the second Charlie's Angels. We had rented the DVD and we're watching it. I told my son after the movie was over, I said, "Son, go open the window. Equalize a sucking effect coming off of that movie."
Oh, since you used that word, another good remake out there, Equalizer. With Queen Latifah playing the lead.
We are stuck on that show. It is brilliant. It is brilliant. And they actually got a husband and wife couple on the show that really like each other.
That's always nice.
I know.
Well, it's good to have a little science fiction on TV.
Exactly. There you go. But no, she is amazing in that one. It is a great show, the way they do it and the dynamics of it. It's fantastic. It's so cool.
Very cool.
All right, he needs to play something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Go.
I'm going to need your help.
What's up?
We're going to play a new one that I've been working on.
Okay.
So you need to get a guitar.
Oh, okay.
So you can play some rhythm with me.
Oh, okay.
Also, if I get a chance to throw you guys on a guitar, give me the So it's D, G, E, back to G, D. That's the verse. Yeah, you could try to get closer to me. I'm in love, I'm in deep, yeah. Don't think twice, sweep me off my feet. See, need to know tonight, if you're alone tonight, can't stop this feeling deep, can't stop this fight. It gets hysterical, gee, hysterical. you could hide. It's just a one-way street, yeah. I believe I'm in you, yeah. Don't think twice. Sweep me off my feet, yeah. See, gotta know tonight. If you're alone tonight, can't stop this feeling deep. Can't stop this fight. It gets hysterical, hysteria. Get that feeling. Better stop believing. It's such a magical hysteria. You're believing. It's such a miracle. When you will obey. Hysteria when you're near. And then it's just D to G back in. G. Gotta know tonight. If you're alone tonight, can't stop this feeling. Can't stop this fight. It's something magical. Hysteria. Get that feeling. Better stop believing. It's such a magical hysteria. Better stop believing. It's such a miracle. Say you will, you go. Hysteria when you want. Then just DDG.
Yeah. The universal sound for that's it.
Yeah. Well, the white version of that. Mexican version goes dun dun.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Oh.
Sad part was it was like a little while in before I realized what song we were doing.
Oh
Usually
my
it takes
God.
to the chorus,
I'm
bro.
like, oh, this is original. I think I've heard something like, okay, I think I've heard him play this. No, and then I realized, oh yeah, okay.
Def Leppard, bro. No one plays Def Leppard.
No.
Yeah, it's cool.
We got some comments, by the way, while we're going. Dallas David Ochoa is online.
Yeah, our fan.
Hey, man.
What's going on, bro?
Good to see you, Dan. Well, not to see you, but to see your messages.
Yeah.
He says, speaking of remakes,
Okay.
I forgot about this. He's right. Leave it up to him to get this one. Rob Zombie's The Munsters trailer was released today. How do you think that's
What?
going to be?
Oh.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Rob Zombie's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And-
Rob Zombie.
And here's the thing,
great.
it's not going to be, it doesn't look like it's going to be one of these overly gritty, things.
Yeah.
I saw the makeup for the Herman makeup, and it looks really close to the original series.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
yeah, he definitely
he's-
likes
yeah.
to keep stuff original.
well, he's a huge fan of all that original stuff. He grew up with the Munsters to the point that he owns Dragula. He rented it.
actual Dragula.
The actual Dragula. He rented it for an MTV Music Awards, and he loved it. Just he had a bunch of people dressed up and they all came pulling up there.
Probably did his song Dragula, which is an awesome tune.
Oh yeah, and afterwards he was talking to the people that owned it, and says, I'd really like to buy this. No, not for sale. Well, apparently he stayed on him and on him and on him until he finally gave him a price that they went ahead and sold it to him. So
again,
yeah.
nope, not gonna do it. How much? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be
Price.
careful with that
Price.
because you never can tell when somebody's going to come, and never
Yeah.
never give somebody a price on something like a car or a guitar or whatever that you think is just ridiculous. So it's your way of getting out of it. Say it's not for sale if it's not for sale, because
They'll pay it.
somebody's
Yeah.
gonna sit there and say, oh, that much?
Anything-
Yeah, I'll pay.
Anything but not for sale, because that means possibility. You
Yeah.
take it as possibility.
Oh, yeah. David Adelis also says that Truman just needs a one-armed drummer now.
Right?
Well, we have some drummers in town. I don't know how dedicated to their craft they are.
Oh, just to throw this out there, we go to Amaro. There, Dwight and Red are playing, and my son looks and goes, "Does that drummer?" He looks at his sister and goes, "Is it me or does the drummer look bored?"
Red.
I was like, "Yep, that's Red. He's that good."
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't.
He's so good that he just, but he said, and then the more he heard him, he goes, I don't know musicians that well, but man, that guy's good. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
why.
yeah.
But I just thought it was funny how he said, does he look bored?
I
Oh, yeah.
live for those moments where I do some crazy little thing and I look at Red and he goes, yeah, I'm like, yes, there we go.
If you get it, because if
I
you
wait
know
for him to crack.
exactly when he cracks that, you know you did something good.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. And it was kind of cool that when I got there, my daughter thought it was like the coolest thing that she heard 3 people around her, and my son heard a few other people go, "Oh, BJ's gonna play." It's like, wow, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad you weren't there. They would have loved you. Oh my
I've been wanting
God,
to
they would
go,
have
man,
loved
for
you.
the past like 3 weeks. I've been wanting to go,
Yeah.
but every week gotta go do something. I'm
I-
like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I had that happen for a while.
This Thursday, I
Yeah.
will be there. For
Okay.
sure, though. I'm going.
Segue into I will be opening that this Thursday
Are you
Yeah.
for the
guest
open mic.
star?
I'll be the guest open for open mic this week. So, yeah.
Ooh.
And I know you're going to be later in the month, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm surprised every time they call me back. So let's do that. Someone was like, "So do you host this or what?" I was like, "Hey, I'm just coming back, and as long as they let me in the door, man." I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
I keep trying to make it to some of the other open mics in town, and
Yeah,
so
I
far that
haven't
hasn't
yet.
happened.
I've been trying to make it to an vintage mic for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
I made it to there like a month and a half. ago,
Yeah.
and I haven't made it back. Since.
Yeah.
I just Mondays. I don't know why it's so hard, but yeah, it's
Well, and I'm not sure what exactly the NM Vintage thing is. I do know that in all the advertisements, they're really pushing original songs.
yeah.
Interesting.
So, I know we used to have some places that the only way you could play there was
Yeah.
it had to be all originals.
Yeah,
And I believe that Vintage at one time was one of those.
vintage. Yeah, because the vintage, I had discussions with Morgan, and she said, "I'm sorry, I just can't. You're all covers. I can't do it."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I wore her down by around the COVID time, and now I'm like one of her fill-ins. Every time she needs somebody, she gives me a call.
Well-
I can't get her on the phone.
Oh,
bro,
you
if I
can't.
try.
You can't.
yeah.
You just gotta message her and
Send
hope she.
smoke
Yeah.
signals next. bro.
I
Let's do
the only
this.
reason I got in was the music fest that we had 2 years ago,
Mhm.
in the March 2 years ago, and I put my name in, and apparently at the time I put my name in, oh, nobody had put their names in, so she was taking whatever musicians she could. Then all of a sudden she was able to fill it up, but that's how I met her, and then it went from there. So it was really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I know that we get scares every once in a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah,
Mainly, the lawyers start bristling and
yeah.
start threatening, and then there's some places that kind of freak out and say, "Oh no, we got to steer clear of covers. They're going to make us. They're going to sue us and for royalties." It doesn't quite work that way.
No,
So
because you're not charging people to listen to the music.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That is part of that's the thing.
that's the
Because
experience.
because if you're charging people a cover, that's different.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
but no, you're
But
not. So
but you end
that's-
up with that sort of thing a lot.
yeah.
Um,
I
Of
know
course, we had the whole situation with Metallica back in the day and the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
Napster thing. We also had, which a lot of people didn't hear about, was Garth Brooks did something similar.
that.
He was actually, yeah, I've got a problem with Garth Brooks to this day. He was actually trying to push for Congress to pass a law that would allow artists to collect royalties from used record sales. So basically,
Oh,
they'd sold their album, they got their
Yeah.
royalties. If somebody sold an album to a friend or took it to a record shop and sold it for a few bucks, they would get that money too. I was like,
Yeah,
No.
no.
That's not how it
You
works,
kind of
though.
can't. I mean, I had a problem with Garth Brooks way before that.
gee, I wonder what your problem with Garth Brooks is. Could it be that he's country?
Yeah, just a little.
Well,
And
So
my
this next
ex-wife
one's
loved
Garth
him.
Brooks for you guys. I'm just kidding. And that's how I get beat up.
Because I was just about to say, you know what? I love this guitar, but no, my ex-wife loved Garth Brooks, and I had to listen to a lot of it.
so why is it that everybody always plays Garth Brooks and never Chris Gaines?
Who?
Because nobody knows who the hell that was. Yeah, everybody
his
thought that
name
Garth
before.
Brooks went crazy at one point. He released this album where he was gothed out, dark
Oh.
hair.
The one for that movie.
I
That
It was
heard
for the
about
movie that never happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he was contractualized. He's contracted to do this album in conjunction with the movie where he played this character, Chris Gaines. Well, the whole idea was the record was going to come out first, then the movie was going to come out to push it. Well, the record came out and they kiboshed the movie, so he looked like a lunatic.
That's funny.
It's like, really?
Some people say that's their favorite Garth Brooks album.
Yeah, and some
That's
people,
great.
so some people are not allowed to have shoelaces. Just saying.
Just say. Just.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, what were we talking about?
Not a clue.
Oh my God, we got
We're all over
way
the
off
place.
Sidetracked
track.
again.
So,
Oh, wait. Before we go any further, Saturday was your first
Yes.
full gig.
yeah.
Tell me
How'd
about
it
that.
go? How do you feel?
Still recovering.
I don't feel quite like somebody beat me with a bat today.
Okay.
That's a little better.
How long did it take before you finally relaxed?
What time is it now?
That's the first gig.
No,
that
come on,
probably
'cause I
has
know.
it.
I mean, we all saw how nervous he was and how, but
And you killed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I know you did.
I don't know. I don't know. I relaxed to a certain extent, but yeah, the whole time I'm just like, don't screw it up. Don't screw it up the whole time I'm playing.
Have you seen me play, bro? Everyone's like, oh, he's so happy and laughing all the time. I laugh every time I make a mistake. I don't think I stop laughing the whole time.
Oh yeah. Well, I had some extra tension because two of the people that came out to listen were Ricky and Emily Luna,
Oh,
who I haven't seen in a while.
Oh, nice.
But,
That's cool.
They've always been real supportive
Yeah,
of
and
me
you gotta
anyway.
just, instead of looking at it like, oh my god, they're here, it's like, wow, you just look at the fact that they're there.
Glad
Yeah.
You know,
guys
that
came
was really
out.
cool. So, and how
And I kind of pulled the whole, local musician thing.
But you are.
When the last time that he played it at Amaro Winery, he had me get up and play one of my originals, which was
Right.
really all I had at the time. And by the way, first time I'd played a guitar that wasn't mine.
oh yeah.
Oof. And it was the first time I touched a dreadnought. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
ooh. It was difficult, but I was like, I think I kind of like it. So I got him up to do a couple at my show. I was like, okay.
Ooh,
Oh, there you go.
that's
Turnabout.
And
there you go.
There may have been pardon me. Oh goodness. There may have been an alternative and a hidden agenda thing there. He hasn't been playing for a while anywhere publicly, and I'd love to see him get out there and go again. So I was like, well, maybe if I give him a little bit of the
Might
bug
get
back.
that bug back. Yeah. Nice move.
sweet.
But,
Nice.
Yeah, he's such a great guy anyway, and
Yeah.
and Emily is just she's wonderful.
Cool.
Apparently, when she heard me play my first song way back in the day, she was sitting there talking to him like a week after the fact. He comes to the next open mic and he says, "Yeah, she won't shut up about your song." I was like,
That's cool.
that's awesome.
That is cool.
'Cause,
So how do you
know,
feel now?
I'm ready for more.
There you go.
There you go. That's the spirit.
That's it.
So yeah,
I knew that
there's-
would happen.
there is that. So
That's
I don't know. We'll
cool.
see. We'll see what's going on. I'm looking at some places. I just got to look a little harder
Mhm.
and see about getting some stuff going.
That's
Um,
great.
If you
I
need any help or anything, let me know. I got a lot of contacts for a lot of local places around here.
oh, I got my own contacts. I
You
I
got
don't
better contacts
Dude,
than me.
I
See, I
need
don't-
to
I
talk
don't
to
wear-
you. I need to talk to you, man.
See, I don't wear my glasses whenever I perform, so I make sure I've got plenty of contacts so I can go without the glasses and
Mine
stuff.
fall off, bro. So.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not getting the joke I'm putting in my eyes, so I'm gonna have to like hammer it home so you don't think I'm being a jerk or anything. Yeah.
I loved it when he was back when you played at the mall, Mesilla Valley Mall. My wife walks up, she looks in the distance, and she sees that looks like Truman. And then you started doing your thing. She goes, "That's Truman."
I played as a hired gun, playing bass for Homegrown Boys like last year
Mhm.
over for the county fair in
Mhm.
Alamogordo. And it was all last minute. He's like, "Hey, bro, can you learn these songs? Can you play them?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I got them down, and we played, and I guess some people took some videos. I get home, I had forgot to tell everybody because it was just a
Oh,
quick up and
yeah.
go type thing.
Uh-huh.
And I get a bunch of texts from everyone. Were you at the fairgrounds? Were you playing at the fair? Why didn't you tell me? And I go, "What? Were you there? Why didn't you come say hi?" And they go, "I saw a video." And I was like, "That can't be anybody other than Truman playing the Spanish song, and you're over there
Uh-huh.
Go for it. And I was like, guilty
My-
as charged."
My line for you was that he's at the wrong gig.
I love
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that's so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're kind of obvious.
I'm many things. Inconspicuous is not one of them.
No.
A good musician, maybe someday.
That's why I would say it's like I forgot who I was talking to, and they said well they asked it, and I just remember looking and go, "No, I'm a singer that also plays guitar." And he looks at me and go, "Oh," and I said, "I'm not. What you hear me do is about my extent."
Yeah.
So
You're gonna have to play me a song, BJ.
Hmm?
I want to hear some of your stuff.
Oh yeah.
You always throw something else at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's that, dude?
Yeah.
Foo Fighters,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Alice in Chains,
5-Finger Death Punch.
Yeah,
I love doing that. I got some people. It was funny that at Dun Felix last Thursday I was playing, and it was a table that I didn't think they were paying attention to me at all. But I said, I just like introducing this song. Here's a song by 5-Finger Death Punch. The whole table. What?
It's cool to throw something out there.
Yeah.
It's cool the way you do it too.
Yeah.
And actually playing on Saturday, I had 3 requests. One of them is for the Pretty Reckless song.
There you go.
My
That
medicine.
is so cool.
So
Cool
Isn't
girl,
it a
man.
neat fit? The first time I remember being at open mic and my dad was there, he was visiting, and Red came up to me and he goes, "Hey, you have a request." And I went, "A what?"
Mhm.
And I'm in the mic going, "A what?"
Oh, excuse me.
And he goes, "Yeah, they want to hear you do Old Man." I went, "Oh, okay." It was the first time anybody requested, so I was like, "That's a cool feeling."
oh yeah. Oh
That's-
yeah.
When
That's
they
one
actually
of-
request it,
I
it's
hear
cool.
you.
Well,
That's so
I found out that a
awesome,
couple
man.
of people that showed up at my gig,
Mhm.
I met them when I did the first one with Damian Luna
Mm.
over at TRC Brewing.
Mhm.
And they've shown up to open mics sometimes. And they showed up to this one, we got to talk, and I didn't realize. I figured they just were showing up to open mic because they liked it, which is nice over there at Amaro. That's not why they've been showing up.
Uh-huh.
They've been following me. So whatever I play, they make
Oh.
sure that they're there.
Did you get their names?
Yeah.
What are they?
I don't have it on me. I have to write it down.
And was it June? And
The
did
one's,
they have a little white
the
dog?
one's a little white dog, yeah.
Yes, they are huge local musician fans.
Mhm.
They've come to see me many times. They love coming out here to see the local musicians. They are
Yeah.
wonderful people. They totally are totally backing the local musicians.
Oh, they're awesome.
Jack also started taking lessons with Damian.
Yes.
So that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow.
They are wonderful people. They will come out to hear local musicians.
Yeah.
They that's what they spend their weekend doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she wanted to make sure that she could request and make sure I would play I Still Wear Your Ring.
That's
her
cool.
favorite song.
That's
so I was
cool.
like, okay.
Oh, that doesn't surprise
That's
me. They are
beautiful,
wonderful,
bro.
wonderful people, and I love the
Yeah.
fact that they are so supportive of local musicians. They're
Yeah.
always out,
That's
always
awesome.
out to see the local.
I
Yeah.
wonder
That's
if I've met
great.
them.
You probably have.
Oh yeah.
They've been at open mic. They like going to open mic because then they can see a bunch of different people.
If
Yeah.
I have, I appreciate and love them.
Yeah, they're great people. They're great.
Yeah, they're absolutely awesome. Yeah, I was talking to her about that song, and I says, I didn't expect that to be what you'd want to hear. It's kind of a hard song, and she says, "Oh, I just love the way it sounds. It's just a pretty song." I was like, "Oh God."
That is
It's one of
really
those.
cool.
There's going to be people going to be like, "Oh, that's so pretty," and then they're going to hear
Haven't
the
had a
words one day
chance
and
to
get
read the words
traumatized.
yet.
It was it's great when someone recognized that. My daughter, when I was playing a bunch of songs, my daughter was like turning around going, "Yeah, Dad." Of my dad, she was like, "Dad, you picked some great songs." And then when I played one of my originals, she turned
Mhm.
around and goes, "Who was that?" And I said, "That was me." She goes, "You go, Dad." I was like, "Wow, that was cool." So yeah, when someone reacts to that and they want to hear that, it's so cool.
Oh yeah,
It is so cool. So
That's
yeah, I'm glad
awesome.
they went out to see it. That's so neat.
yeah, it was cool.
So you
It
got
was a
the-
lot of fun.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. Is that's so much fun, and you get to just get up there and
Yeah,
and I know
That's-
it was really warm, but I'm pretty sure
that's
it was
a
nice.
that's a hard stage in the summer
yeah,
because
that's actually one of the better
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, we were
Right?
pushing close to 100 degrees. And the thing is, what a bunch of people don't realize with daytime gigs out there, you're on that stage. Power is either on or off at Amaro.
There's no
So,
in between.
Even though you can't see them, those lights are on over your head.
Yeah.
And so you're getting beat down. I wear my
Yeah.
cowboy hat when I play in venues like that. So thank God for that. It kept that heat completely off me because in a nice cool
Yeah.
evening at open
Yeah.
mic, you're going to be sweating.
Yeah.
It-
I mean, just the fact that it's still 80 something degrees, but the sun is down, that
Yeah.
makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, being out there from 3 to 6, that's a pretty warm time of day.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite places is Enum Vintage Market.
Mhm.
But I have a
You
deal
got
with
those trees up there to give you nice
those
shade
trees,
too.
The trees help, but where you're standing, it's about 1:30 when the building shades you over.
Yeah.
So the first time I played there was at noon, and I was suffering for a little while. So I have a deal with Morgan. Whenever I play there, it's always like 1:30. So that way the shade is over me. Because once the shade's over, you're fine.
Yeah.
But man, getting to that point is not as easy.
Oh yeah.
It takes work. It's already work. And then you're in the sun getting beat down. Ah,
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
Oh yeah.
Lots of
No,
fun.
I'm kind of ready to do some more of this stuff though.
Cool.
It was,
Dude, that's
it was a
awesome.
blast.
Very cool.
And then your
Very cool.
beautiful 12-string.
I
over
know.
Oh, yeah.
It's so pretty. My kids were all commenting about that. Because I said, my daughter said, "Which one's Randy?" I go, "The one that played the pretty white guitar." She goes, "Ooh, yeah."
here.
Yeah.
And then my wife got into a whole conversation with her about that, about how pretty it is with the gold. And I go, "Yeah, Mom was this close to buying me one." She goes, "Yeah, it was."
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want a 12-string. That's a lot.
I would play that 12 string. I love a 12 string, but yeah, I have a problem with it because it's just, I have one that I tried to fix it. I got it to the point where it's the best it's been, and it still sucks.
Yeah.
But but I remember when I picked up that one, I could play it pretty quick. Alvarez is the one that I probably go with because
This
that one
one's
I
just
remember.
so comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's such a big guitar, but yet it's comfortable to play. So,
Yeah. Well, it's bigger than my my Dreadnought.
Yeah.
The Dreadnought, I have a really hard time standing and playing.
Yeah. Me
This
too.
one is bigger. It's easier to stand and play.
It's because you got the snake skin.
Yeah, that's what makes a difference.
makes
Is
it
yeah, the
easier.
strap.
It's funny because
If you got a snake skin one for your other one, it'd be easier, bro.
that Washburn.
Hey, the other one has a Green Lantern strap on it.
Yeah.
That should make it
Is
way
it a
easier.
snake
Yeah.
screen Green Lantern?
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no.
It might be.
It might be.
You know he's gonna look for one of those now.
I'm a bad influence, bro. I don't know why you guys keep me around.
My- yeah. Anyway, we are. What was I going to say? Never mind. I'm done. I lost it. It was there, gone.
Can you play me a song, DJ?
Okay.
I know I'm the guest, but I like to. You guys have guitars.
I've been wanting to play this one.
Open jam.
Let me see that.
Oh, he's got an original for me.
Yeah, and it's one I just finished. It's kind of funny. I had the chord progression, and I kept couldn't find words for it.
Well, if that's the case,
And all of my songs are Christian based. You know, I feel comfortable playing any of my songs in church.
nice.
And
Me too.
I
this
wouldn't.
you feel comfortable, you still shouldn't, but
Hey,
Bearing his soul.
But
for the
it's
Lord.
important to feel comfortable wherever you are
There
and
you
whatever you're
go.
doing.
yeah. So, but it's funny because when I thought about it, and I went, you know what, I'm going to make this one a blatantly Christian song. And then all of a sudden the words just came right to me. It's almost like God was telling me, I need you to do this.
It's wild how you sometimes you can't get it figured out, and then you figure out a direction you want to go in.
Yeah,
All of a
and
sudden,
then it's all
boop,
there. I
it's all
just
there.
messed up my book.
Well, you know
I
what's
have
funny
too
while
many
you're
pages
fixing
in
that? I will say we got something in common because, yeah, God tells me stuff all the time. It tends to be more along the lines of, what the hell are you thinking? Why did you do that? Why are you doing that now? Why are you thinking about doing that in about 2 minutes? And by the way, don't sit there and try to ask forgiveness before you do it again. It doesn't work that way.
I have, yeah. Anyway,
I can just see God looking at me like the coach on Forrest Gump. It's gotta be the dumbest son of a bitch alive, but he sure can move like he knows what he's doing.
I think God just looks at you and says, "Oh, that's just Truman." there's nothing to be done with that. Just let him,
Broke the
let
mold
him
on
do his thing.
I could, never mind.
You fixed the factory on that one after that one, right? Can't have more of those running around.
Wow. Okay.
Smart ass.
All right. Let's see. Where is it? All right. Can I borrow that?
And you have corrupted me with this whole songbook thing.
But it's
It's-
easier, isn't it?
Well, especially if you're playing a 3-hour gig in the sun where you can't really see the screen anyway,
Yeah.
and 3 hours you're going to look at battery power issues. Yeah, tablet is cool. It doesn't work that well for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Not in
And plus, the screen is too
practice, huh?
small. The screen's a little small.
If you're just so much older than me that your vision is going. That's all.
When I was in a praise and worship team in Missouri, our one of the praise and worship leaders, he had an iPad, and it was when iPads were really new,
Mhm.
and he was pretty stoked because he also got this foot switch for it.
Yeah.
You could turn the page. So he goes in, he had his music,
like Bob Seger does.
So he goes up, plays the first song, hits it, and then he starts playing. And now he's in front, so he couldn't see us, but we're all looking at each other. And the band just went, okay, and they just went with it. He skipped a song.
Mhm.
And then as we finish, the lights go down, they start playing the introduction video, and he goes over and he's standing next to me, puts his guitar down, looks at me, and goes, I skipped a song. Yeah. And so he realized that at the second service, before the second service, he realized he must have hit the switch too hard or something, and it
Mhm.
flipped the second page.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, you don't need to be thinking about that. When the woman touched his garment, it's a faith that made her whole. When a leper asked for healing, his body was restored. A man sitting outside the temple was told to pick up his bed and walk. A woman possessed by demons. In a moment he cast them all. Live a life of faith. Live a life of love. When you walk in grace, it's your faith that makes you whole. It's your faith that makes you whole. When sailing on the rough seas, it still was his command. The hungry masses gathered, loaves and fish for all at hand. When all the jars were empty, he turned water into wine. When he came across a blind man, he gave him the gift of sight. Live a life of faith. Live a life of love. When you walk in grace, it's your faith that makes you whole. It's your faith that makes you whole. They came from far and wide to hear him speak. His words are the light. He promised that we'd be saved. And he gave the world his life. Gave the world his life. As you look into the world, it all will be so clear. Accept him as your Savior. Cast out all the fear. Don't let the seeds of doubt keep you from your walk. Path will be a rough one, but think of the reward. Live a life of faith. Live a life of love. When you walk in grace, it's your faith that makes you whole. Faith that makes you whole.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
You have to. You have to. That's cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
I just tried really hard.
That's cool. So yeah, that's the one that came to me a while ago.
That's a cool one, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's funny because that's one that I couldn't write. I'm like, I had the verses
Mhm.
in the chorus. I had like 3 different ideas for chorus. I said, no, that's not right. It's just, and I was sitting in church and our pastor was talking and he said something. I went, ah, and I picked up my phone and I started writing it down because I knew I was going to forget. And my wife, of course, looks at me like, what are you doing on your phone? And then she looks and sees, she goes, are you writing down lyrics? I go, he just wrote the chorus.
Yeah.
Can't decide when it hits. Honey. It's just there.
No, she was perfectly cool with that. Because then she read what I wrote and she goes, I like it.
Nice. That's
Well,
cool.
it's one of those things when you're dealing with a writer that you better just get used to,
Oh yeah.
because it's going to be constant. I've actually made it so that in this house, I have a writing surface or typing surface in every room of this
Yeah,
house.
That's cool.
So,
I
yeah.
got my son. I had left last time we went to Missouri. I had left my watch at my wife's friend's house, and my son went and got it and brought it home. There's a there's a voice recorder on it. I plan on using that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I remember there was a song. I forgot which song. The song. new home that I wrote, I had the idea in Walmart, and I didn't want to look like a, on my phone. And I just like, in my head, I kept singing it over and over and over and over and over. And I got to the car and I sang it into my phone, but I was like singing it over and over and over in the, don't forget this. Don't forget this.
Oh, give it a little bit of time and you won't care. You'll be doing in the middle of Walmart. Forget writing. You'll be singing stuff into your recorder in the middle of Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I would know anything about that.
I forgot that I wrote a whole new song, but I don't have any music to it.
Oh, I was about to say.
I sat down and I wrote the whole thing, and there's not a single bit of music.
See,
on
that's
this.
hard for me to put music to lyrics. It's a lot easier for me to come
Put
up with
lyrics to
the music and then come up with the lyrics. Because I had one that took me the longest time because I could not figure out music for it.
Yeah.
And
See,
It's always so back and forth.
Yeah.
you know, with me, it's almost entirely the opposite.
yeah.
Words come first, and usually the words come over a long period of time, and by the time they come up, then I start working on music. There's been a few I've worked on at the same time,
Yeah.
but it just kind of depends. There is one that I was kind of working on the ideas, and then I kind of got stalled out, and I started working on the music, and it kind of boosted the words along.
Mhm.
One of these days I'll finish it, but it's a harsh song, so I kind of I can mess with it for a while, and then I've got to get away from it because my
That's
mind starts
funny.
doing really bad things.
That's funny.
I'll end up
harsh.
with nightmares by the time it's all said and done. So, yeah,
Those are the best songs, bro. You're doing something right.
maybe
Yeah.
unless I end up in an asylum somewhere.
Dude, that song was that's at least the number one right there, bro.
Yeah. So we got music going on all over town.
Yeah.
Rockabilly Strangers are going to be playing at the Game 1 this Friday. That's the original game over there on Espina. Yeah, University Espina. Mark Coker is going to be playing at Rio Grande Winery this Friday at 6. And at the Boneyard, Saturday at 6, TJM, Travis James Manning, is going to be playing out there. Christopher Escarcega is going to be playing at Rio Grande Winery this Sunday at 4. Zaki is going to be playing at Icebox Brewing on Picacho Saturday at 6. I don't know who that is, if it's a band, if it's an individual, but cool. And Jessica Flores is going to be back at Rio Grande Winery this Saturday at 6. She's got a hell of a following. Oh God, I want to go to this so bad. Wildcard is going to be playing back at the game Saturday at 7. This is Game 1 on Espina. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to be working a car show, DJing a car show.
Oh yeah.
This Saturday.
That's cool.
For the women veterans of New Mexico.
Nice, dude.
Ooh, those tend to wear me out. Not as much as
Yeah.
playing did. that was even more of a wear out than DJing, and DJing will wear you out.
I sent him a message. I said, "So how'd it go?" And he goes, "Man, 3 hours is no joke."
He was texting me earlier. And I was like, "Yeah, dude, sorry I didn't get back to you because he was asking me to come on the show today."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Sorry." He's like, "I meant to message you way earlier, but I've been recovering since Saturday." And I go, "Yeah, dude, that's how it goes. Sounds
That's the
about
way it
right.
works.
It's a test of endurance and stamina, and then
No.
showmanship and everything all at once, man."
Yeah.
We'll be playing nights back to back.
I was actually planning on running out in the evening to go see Damian over at Don Felix.
Oh yeah.
He was playing his first 3 hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
He told me that he was a little bit nervous because he was playing his first 3 hour show. I was like,
He's
what?
got
You've
this.
played 3 hour shows before? He says, oh, no, I didn't say it all out loud. He says, my first 3 hour show, all country.
Yeah.
So
Oh, did he get that all banged down, smoothed out, and everything? Nice.
no, what it said on the thing, I think he cheated a little bit because it said country and Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
He's already had the Tex-Mex down, so I think that gave him.
Okay.
You got to have your comfort zone at least a little bit.
Yeah.
That's just the way that it is.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh my God, Dallas is asking what covers I did to fill out my set. Everything.
Yes.
I did a bunch that I've been doing. I did some new ones. I've added a bunch of new ones.
Yeah.
I've got an original I wrote recently for you too, BJ.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We got it. You gonna play it?
It's now the time. I was good.
As soon as he's done, he'll play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
As
ahead.
soon as you're done, no worries.
Yeah. No, I've added some new stuff, including
Cool.
I actually took a Mary Chapin Carpenter song that I love called "I Feel
Ooh.
Lucky." Really cool song, but it's talking at one point about Dwight Yoakam sitting in the corner trying to catch her eye, and Dwight Yoakam with his hand on her thigh. So I just had to change the words a little bit and add in what I wanted.
You
So
don't have to in this town. So.
well, here's the
Dude, I
thing.
played Dwight
Yeah.
Yoakam the other day, and everyone like melted. And I was like,
Uh,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys like Dwight Yoakam, huh?
Well, yeah. He was a walking, breathing a sex symbol at one point. So
okay.
let's see. Boneyard Cantina this Sunday at 10 is doing their brunch and Bloody Mary bar again. Apodaca Park, they're doing movies in the park. This Saturday at 7, they'll be playing Encanto.
Nice.
Mhm. Karaoke tonight at Amaro Winery starting at 7:30. Sip and Paint tomorrow along with open mic. Sip and Paint starts
Oh.
at 6. Open mic starts at 7:30 at Amaro Winery. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear about that. Truth or Consequences Brewing Company here in town this Sunday at 2.
Oh, I did get that up. Okay.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
got
know
that up.
was-
Yeah, Truman's playing. All right, I'm horrible.
I'm
Um,
over here like agreed. Let's
Oh shoot! They're bringing back to McKelligan Canyon, the amphitheater out there.
What?
McKelligan County Amphitheater.
There we
Okay,
go.
I was about to
Or-
say, whatever.
Yeah,
I think I thought his
Um,
Quaalude just kicked in.
that happened hours before you got here.
I went to sleep with that kid.
They're doing Coe Canyon Nights again. Frontera Boogaloo is going to be out there. They're kind of
Ooh.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I've been to a bunch of these things where people come up and they see I'm the white guy in the crowd, and it's all cute. Especially when I start singing word for word with the songs.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, he knows the words.
Words.
CL Smith is going to be playing at Sparky's in Hatch this
Oh,
Saturday at
gotta make it
noon.
out there.
Oh yeah.
Gotta make it to Sparky's again.
I've been wanting to go talk to them about playing because that place is cool.
Yeah.
The guy told me, he
That
says,
doesn't
we don't
work.
pay much, but we feed you. I'm like, okay.
Thought you said you didn't pay.
Works for me. Oh my god. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah, Little Toad Creek is going to be doing their drag queen downtown this Saturday at 8.
That's cool.
I gotta get my son out here so that he can kind of help the drag queens out here.
Yeah.
You were saying,
Yeah,
Um,
he just sent some pictures recently to my wife, and I was like, he's still getting better.
just nailing it.
Oh man.
I love it. I love it.
Little Toad also this Friday at 8 is doing a monochrome jazz quintet. They're getting,
Monochrome. What?
I don't know.
What does that mean? It sounds very intriguing.
Doesn't it?
They're all gray. It's
Yeah.
all gray. We're red.
I think it's all on Polaroid.
Oh, okay.
And tomorrow at 7, they're doing their karaoke night over there
At
Little
Little
Toad.
Toad.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there's all sorts of stuff going on with them.
They got karaoke.
Oh. Here we go. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Icebox Brewing is doing their summer ale competition with the Mesilla Valley Homebrewers Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is that?
That's this Saturday, 11 to 1.
Oh, let's see. Ooh.
Let's see, 11, 12, 1. That's only 2 hours. I need a little more time to tie one on. I have to get there early. Yeah. They'll be announcing they're announcing their summer ale brew competition. The winner will get to brew their recipe with the brewers from Icebox Brewing Company. Beer will be offered on tap at Icebox's Picacho Tap Room, downtown Boneyard, and North Main Tap Room
Oh my
locations.
gosh.
That's pretty cool.
One of the best times my wife and I had was when we went to Icebox on Picacho. That's when we met.
Mhm.
The day we met, and we tried we tried like 6 or 7 different beers.
Yeah,
And it wasn't so much that they were all great, because some of them she didn't care for, but the fact that we were sitting there trying them out, we just had such a good time.
oh yeah,
It was a blast. It was funny because we got 6, because that's the thing, you order 6. But my wife was telling him what he wanted. He brought the 6 that we chose, and then he brought another one and says, I think you might like this one too. So I brought this out for you. And she loved it.
Mhm.
So it's like we just love trying the local. My son loves the beers out here.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
and now you go to Icebox on Picacho. You got their beers
Yeah.
and you got barbecue.
Oh yes.
I'll be
Yeah.
playing there
Yes.
next week. I
Oh,
think.
really?
Yeah. next
Cool.
Saturday,
I think that's an
gotta go
excuse to
there.
go out there and support Truman.
Yeah, support Truman. We'll do that.
Barbecue.
Woo!
I am going to
Barbecue.
be playing at, and I'm going to start mentioning this now. I'm going to be playing at the Boneyard Cantina
Mhm.
Icebox on August 6th, my
Cool.
birthday.
Nice.
Awesome.
I was so stoked about that. So he's like, he called me like 2 or 3 months ago and asked me, he said, well, I have something August. I said, yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Because I always wanted to, I just want to play on my birthday. I think that'd be so cool. Because this year it's a Saturday. So I'm like,
Yeah.
stoked. So yes, I'll be doing that.
Cool.
I had a blast with that. It was my
Yeah.
birthday, the 19th, May 19th.
Oh, cool.
And that was the same day I was the guest
Yeah.
guest musician.
For
over
a
at the
musician,
thing.
a lot of people say you don't want to work on your birthday. For a
It's not
musician,
work.
it's different. It's not working. It's like, it's funny because I told my wife and she looks at me and goes, that's gonna be fun. She gets it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets it. What's he saying now?
I
wanna
have to
make it-
I have to squint and look across. I love that Mary Jacob Carpenter song. I'm requesting you play it now. LOL.
do it. do
Okay,
it.
Truman does his song and then you do that one.
That works.
We're switching off today.
Oh,
Oh,
we haven't-
one last thing.
Okay.
You might
Ah.
find this helpful. Cruces Creatives. They've got all sorts of stuff, basically instructional classes going on. This Saturday at 9:30 a.m., they're going to be doing basics of audio setup and recording.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
oh, that sounds interesting.
So that's what you're getting ready to do with
I'm
your
getting ready to
studio.
do that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a 2-hour thing, 9:30 to 11:30.
Yeah.
Kind of cool that it's morning.
Yeah.
So that makes it easier.
Okay.
How to record, edit, manipulate audio files. Great skill for anyone learning to record sounds for film, online content creation, and music.
Nice.
Class is taught by hands-on demonstration.
Ooh, where is it at?
It's at Cruces Creatives,
Who's this creator?
205 East Loman.
Okay.
Prerequisites. Ages 14 plus. Okay, they mean actual age.
Actual
not, yeah,
age. Okay, we're good.
Not emotional age. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, we're all screwed. But
I'd never get in anyway.
I think that's all that's going on right now.
I will be at Don Felix Saturday from 5 to 8.
Cool.
Wednesdays, I found out our mutual friend Ali Shay, she plays the ukulele.
Yeah.
Goes to open mics and stuff. She actually volunteers her time with the city to teach swing dance lessons
Oh wow.
in the plaza
oh how
on
cute.
Wednesdays.
Oh, I
from
saw that.
7 to 8.
Okay.
I went to one
That's
last week
neat.
and that was awesome.
That sounds fun.
That's very cool.
Cool.
That's so
Very
awesome.
cool. All right.
All right, let's do this.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So on the other side of the spectrum, not exactly at church here. Here's a little rowdy one.
Oh,
for
here
you.
we go. This is gonna be good.
For a time I used to cry and call your name. I would crawl cause the loss was more than I could stand. Some folks have been saying that I ain't the same and I'm another lost cause, but they don't understand. Now I dance when I'm drinking. If there's a song, yeah, I'm singing. And then the looks that she's giving me, I'm doing something right. I'm alive and happy. Those who care carry on without me. If life's been a little bit rough, I'll be here all night. Come on in, 'cause here we're all the same. Nothing to lose but everything to gain. Some lights, some action. Tell me what's your attraction. Some say it's only the band. They don't understand. When we dance, we're drinking. If there's a song, yeah, I'm singing. For the looks that she's giving me, I'm doing something right. Well, I'm alive and happy. Those who mind carry on without me. And then life's been a little bit rough. I'll be here all night. 'Cause I dance when we're drinking. If there's a song, yeah, I'm singing. And from the looks that she's giving me, I'm doing something right. I'm alive and happy. Those who mind carry on without me. And life's been a little bit rough. Yeah, life's been a little bit tough. Well, I'll be here all night.
All right.
Awesome, man.
That's good.
I wrote that one like a few weeks ago because I played that
Cool.
one for you. I think like right after I wrote it.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little smoother than it was then. I was sitting there, I was like, I don't have some like sad. I'm not sad no more. Let's do this type
Yeah.
song. So I wrote that one and I was like, I like that.
We're gonna be a minute.
Yeah, I just realized that I have not tuned that since last
Yeah.
night.
That is why I made the joke. Now play it detune, bro. Last week he played a song. I was like, that's cool, bro. Now do a detune.
Yeah.
I swear.
It's got chocolate through the screen. It's
Yeah, there's, oh God, you know the wonderful thing about this guitar is it does not.
I would assume it stays pretty solid, huh? For the most part.
Oh yeah, nice.
All 3 of your B strings and 5 of your E strings.
There's only 2 of each and only on certain ones. Yeah, this, if you're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
And who knew that I was doing it right with a Gretsch?
Yeah.
There's so much I like about Gretches. I had
Whoever
no
thought
idea.
You could go wrong with the Gretsch, bro. Gretches are
That's beautiful.
solid.
Well, it's a notorious thing for 12 strings, all of them, to not stay in tune. The tuners on this Gretsch are just
Yeah.
awesome, man, and pretty too. So,
Very nice, dude. That's
so
just-
that helps.
It's just a solid guitar all around.
Oh yeah, I'm over the moon with this thing.
Well, we had a request.
Yeah.
We're gonna
we had a
keep playing
request.
anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
But I'm gonna be that too.
That's one of my favorite ones.
yeah, I've got to get all my stuff in a setup for sound here because I'm doing my own sound for when I play on the
Yeah.
show. So, by the way, not easy getting sound set up for your own show. It took a little bit.
That's why
It does. Dude.
that's one of the reasons I beg my wife to show up
Yeah.
when she comes to my shows. It's like, please.
Just
It's
tell
just
me
sit
you
there.
know it sounds.
I'm okay. So I'm at Don Felix. I'm playing. It was at a point where there was nobody else there but my wife and my kids. My wife is trying to my wife gets a phone call from our other daughter who was meeting us there. So what does my wife do so that she can hear? Turns my mains all the way down so that she can answer her phone. Tell Felicia where to come. And I'm looking at her. She's like, what? She's looking around like, what?
It doesn't work that way.
I'm just like, okay, that was kind of funny.
That's funny.
She told me if anybody else is there, I wouldn't have done it, but nobody else was there. And I just needed to tell Felicia where we were. So she just gets the phone, tells her where to turn me back up. I was down for like not even 10 seconds, but still it was weird. I've never, I just thought it was funny how she's like, oh, she turns the whole mains down so she can talk on the phone and then turned me back up.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
At the moment, not very funny. Now, really funny.
Oh yeah.
In the moment, you're like, what are you do? Why would you do that?
And then I forgot what I did. I did something, and I just kind of when I did Down Under, and I always add that line, after met a strange lady, she made me nervous, but she took me in and gave me a break, and I go, then I married her. And then she sits there and she turns my mic down.
God,
she loves messing with me.
I remember the first time I met you. Yeah, we were hanging out, and then you're like, she's messing with me, turning me lower and lower, just watching me. You're like,
oh yeah. Well, I was grateful to have people at Amaro that were up there to kind of give me some idea with sound as I went, because it doesn't stay the same throughout the day. It's weird.
It doesn't.
It switches.
But the more people show up, the different, there's a difference to it. Matter of fact, a year ago, the same thing when I played at Amaro on Seattle's birthday. Dwight had set up his system, and Lisa came and ran the sound for me. I'll tell you, that was cool.
Oh yeah,
that's when I knew I had very skilled. Yeah, so I knew I had to get a new system so that my wife could do that, because man, that makes a huge difference. Because when I'm up there, I thought my guitar was way too low and my voice was way too high, and
it's
then
the opposite.
And then she takes a video of it, and I'm like, oh, it's perfect. So it's just got to get used to it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
I suppose.
Cool.
Do it.
Saves me from doing a dirty song, which I was going to talk about. That's what I play in church. Okay, it's not really dirty, but it's talking about
That's
okay.
It is a cute song. Oh, she thought that was cute.
Who did?
Kathy, you
really?
played it.
Yeah.
She goes, did you say what I think you said? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute.
Yeah, I got a brand new song I've written. You haven't heard it yet.
I have not.
Okay.
You need to play that one?
You have to play that too. We got plenty of time.
Okay.
Throwing songs around.
Yeah, it's a love song. I wrote a love song.
There you go.
Oh, my boy.
Play that one for Dallas first.
Okay, so here's you some Mary Chapin.
There you go.
Like I said, I had to change the words around a little. Well, I woke up this morning, stumbled out of my rack, opened up the paper to the page in the back. I only took a moment for my fingers to find my daily dose of destiny under my sign. My eyes just about popped out of my head. It said the stars are stacked against you, boy. Get back in bed. I feel lucky. I feel lucky, yeah. No Professor Doom's gonna stand in my way. I feel lucky today. Well, I strolled down to the corner and gave my numbers to the clerk. The pot's 11 million, so I called in sick to work. I bought myself a camel, a burrito, and a Barks. Crossed against the light, made a beeline for the park. The sky began to thunder, the wind began to moan. I heard a voice above me saying, boy, you better get back home. But I feel lucky. Oh, 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 I feel lucky, yeah. No tropical depression gonna steal my sun away. I feel lucky today. Now 11 million later, I was sitting at the bar. I bought the house a double and the waitress a new car. Bree Bagwell's in the corner, trying to catch my eye. Ashley McBride's right beside me with her hand upon my thigh. Oof. The moral of the story, it's simple but it's true. Hey, the stars may lie, but the numbers never do. I feel lucky. Oh, 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 I feel lucky. Yeah. Hey, Bree. Hey, Ash. Girls, you don't have to fight. Hot dog, I feel lucky tonight. I feel lucky. Brrr, I feel lucky. Yeah. Think I'll flip a coin. I'm a winner either way. I feel lucky today.
That's
Okay.
that was one. That was I recognize it right away. Yeah, I can actually tolerate it when you do it.
There you go.
That's a cool one.
Oh my goodness.
Bringing BJ back to
Oh.
country, but making it.
I have flashbacks.
Oh,
Making
we got
it-
two people commenting now.
Oh, okay.
So Diana is on the line. Says taking it back old school, Randy, and yes, with a lot of S's. I
Yes.
love doing that song. I've always wanted to do that song, but it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna sing about guys,
Yeah.
with their hands on my thighs,
I
because
hear ya.
that's just a regular night hanging out with BJ. And
That's funny.
Della says, "Y'all are slaying it today, boys."
That's cool. Thanks, man.
So also
I
says,
mean,
"P.S.
check out that
If you
one.
want to do